Hi, I'm Rob, and in this video I'm going to show you my team for this Sorcerer Class Trial. It's quite restricted in the troops we can pick from, so we'll see what we can do. First things first, always grab, if you can afford it with the gems, Tier 1 from the shop. This is going to give you the Potion of Enchantment, which means all your troops will start enchanted at the start of each and every battle, which is really handy. And you get some other troops and stuff at the same time. And we like stuff. Stuff is good. If you go further on, you'll see other stuff. There's tier 5, you get this weapon at the end, but don't get tempted to spend a total of 850 gems on it just for this weapon. It is the class weapon, so when you get 250 wins in this class, you will actually get given that weapon for free. Anyway, so let's dive in. Show you the team. Right, we're really restricted for troops on this. I'll show you the ones we've got to pick from. That is literally it. Now, there's not many great ones to pick from this that do really good damage, but we can boost the damage in a way anyway. Basically, we've got Black Manacles as our overall damage dealer. This is going to be wiping out the enemies at the start of the battles really quickly and efficiently. But later on, when the enemies get a bit harder, we're going to need to use these guys. This Nether Hound here deals a good amount of damage, which is affected by your magic level, to the first enemy, and hunters marks them. Now, hunted marked troops take double damage from skulls, which is really important, but then creates 8 to 12 purple gems, which is really handy. The reason why that's good is we got 2 of Mismers here. These deal damage to an enemy as well, but if there is 13 or more purple gems, they get triple damage. So we'll be able to start like blasting those harder troops out of the way with one shot with these guys when we get them charged up, because there should be quite a lot of, often, 13 or more purple gems on the board, and they create a dark storm at the same time, which is purple. The good thing about having 2 of these as well is all purple allies gain 5 to all stats, which is really handy. Right, the barrier for this is going to be the Cavernous Banner, +2 brown, +1 purple, -1 on the green is pretty much ideal. And the class, I'm going for Archmages, because I just want tons and tons of purple. So on the traits, we get a 2 bonus purple when matching purple gems. We also gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell, which is handy. And the talent trees are all pretty much useful as well. All purple allies gain 2 armor. Dark Hunger, steal 1 life from the first enemy when matching purple gems. Or you could have Mage Lord, that would work as well if you're a lower level. Anti-Magic Sphere reduces damage from spells by 20%, which is nice. 50% start on mana means that combined with a Potion of Enchantment means we'll get charged up really fast. Excuse me. Don't want that one. Don't want Doomstorm. Yeah, so we can change it to anything really. Lightning Stroke will aid mana generation, so that is not too bad. I know, we'll actually go for even more purple, why not? And may as well go for Chaos Wave. Right, let's jump in. It's quite good, these events, especially if it's on a class which you haven't got to level 100 yet, then it's really handy. Like I say, early doors, like Black Manacles will be able to take out the entire of the opposition team virtually straight away. Yeah, very limited on troops, tied to Karakoth and Damon. Always looking for purple if we can. We've got a random Devour then as well. That doesn't actually happen that often, but when it does happen, it's really handy, especially on the later levels. Sorcerer class is one class you thought would have been, well, I think anyway, would have been more powerful than what it is. It doesn't actually seem that great. No one hardly really ever uses it. It's not something you see as a commonly used thing, but you know, sorcerers in the fantasy sort of Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of thing world are like normally really powerful, and have got like really unique abilities which sets them apart from everybody else, but it doesn't really seem to be the case in this game. You can always check how many purple you've got on the board by pressing the button there. Like we've got 14 there, so if we did need to cast our Miasmas, our main damage dealers, then we can always check if we're going to got more than 13 on the board, which means you're going to get that triple damage. Form action at the bottom by getting yellow. These rewards really build up on these. You get extra XP, which is handy. Brown it is. 1. Got left on 1. So that's where that steal 1 life can come in handy sometimes. The amount of times people randomly get left on 1 life sometimes is unreal, so that stealing life thing is really good. And when you collect your rewards, this is where it helps your gains in that class, like plus 10 sorcerer XP on round 1, again in round 2, and some gems as well, and it gets more and more the further you go up, so it is a handy thing to do. But like I say, don't be tempted to spend all those gems just getting that class weapon. First of all, it's a pretty terrible weapon anyway, to be honest. I think it's one of the worst class weapons in the game, in my opinion. Literally, I don't think I've ever used it, apart from maybe at the very beginning of playing the game, just to see what it done, and thought even then, this is rubbish. So don't be tempted to spend all those gems just to get that. Pick it up effectively for free if you're going to spend them gems anyway, getting those sigils to do these, you know, to go a long way in this event, but don't do it just because you want that weapon. Absolutely not. It's not worth it. What I'm trying to do is get to the stage where we need to start using the purple a little bit more. No brown, no purple, so we'll just give him a skull bash. Map's hanging around, but not for long. So now we've got lingerers already. Can just take out one with that and hope for a skull somewhere, but it did generate a lot of purple, which got manacles up again, which was handy. Just want to check something actually quickly in the talents. I'm going to try that. More skulls. Now we've changed it immediately by, we've got our purple storm now, which is nice. Alright, start testing this. Obviously we can kill them anyway, but the order of which you cast things sometimes is really important. I actually don't mind it when they give you quite a restriction on troops. The good thing about casting this early is you get a dark storm nice and early, which is purple. So that is an important thing on the later stages. So let's just play around a bit. Yeah, I didn't create tons of purple then, even though there was a storm. I think I might be casting these in slightly the wrong order. It doesn't actually matter at the moment, to be honest. It's like we're not at the level in the game where it's imperative to start doing things uber correctly. Just makes it a bit more efficient. I'm starting with a Doomstorm at the moment, but I'm not seeing that as any real benefit in a way, because we do override it as soon as we cast one of these Miasmas. We create a Dark Storm as soon as they cast. But this is always good to cast early. You get a load of purple gems, which charges them up. If there's more than 13, they're going to be doing triple damage, which we don't actually need just yet, but that's going to happen real soon. I'm going to change that Doomstorm back actually. Didn't seem to make hardly any difference whatsoever. Right, let's create some purple. There we go. That is up. Now we can just use these to take everybody out. Hopefully we'll get another random hit somewhere. That'll do. Yeah, no super quick way of doing this, such as the limitation of the troops we've been given to pick from. So no super fast way of whizzing through this, I don't think. Should we pick on the Lang? Just looking for a Skull Bash from somewhere now to end it off, or Manacles Charge, that'll do. Yeah, so that's the way it's going to work. Basically soften them up with black Manacles and then just pick off the rest with the rest of the troops. And if you can get it so you're going to get triple skull damage, then that is going to be essential on the later levels. Absolutely for sure. Soften them up for that. Create some purple with this. If that leads to being more than 13, then hit them with Miasma. You can have a look, it's only 9 there, so that's not enough. But we're going to do enough damage anyway, so it doesn't actually matter at the moment. Right, that's a severe lack of... Oh, I forgot to change that Doomstorm thing. Muppet. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I think that's actually hampering it more than anything, maybe. Right, let's get him out of the way with Manacles. Let's change that Doomstorm thing. Anything really. In a way it holds it back. Want more purple than anything. I'll start on brown. Okay amount of purple there, so this should have a good chance of generating some nice purple, and did. Like if your Black Manacles doesn't deal as much damage as mine, so people are the enemy is left over when you cast it, obviously you may have to fine-tune this kind of team to casting Miasma earlier to get more damage in, to get that triple damage. Can't always do it exactly the same as I'm doing it here. Because I'm doing it obviously based on my magic level. And damage I do, you've got to actually fine-tune it to the damage that you do, sort of thing. Sure, that's obvious. To most people, anyway. Not a lot of purple there, so this is Alright, I'm going to take that first, see if we get any more purple first. Oh, that works out okay. Alright, just do this one, I think. Which is pretty much the way the team is going to work. You're going to use black manacles to soften people up. Nether Hound to generate a load of purple and hopefully some excess purple on the board. So when you cast Miasma, you should get that triple damage if there's 13 or more purple gems there, which there should be a good chance, because when you cast that, there's going to be a Dark Storm, which is purple. You've chucked a load of extra purple on the board with this dude here, and you've got an extra Miasma to get that triple damage. So by then you should have black manacles up again maybe. So, and they've always got that 20% chance of a devour at the same time, which is really handy. Alright, well that's the team, and always remember to collect your rewards at the end. Nice handy extra Sorcerer XP, I really need that. This is one of the champion things I need to actually work on. It's one of my lowest ones, so really handy to get the extra XP to give that a little bit of a boost, and you get some extra gems too. Well, there's a video. If you found it useful, helpful, handy, whatever, then yeah, be sure to look at that like and subscribe button, but don't just look at them. Actually, press the button thing. It's a good thing. And most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.